is up and welcome back to my channel. So right now I'm looking real rough, but that's because I have not done my makeup yet, because today's video is showing you guys how I do my makeup, or my makeup routine, whatever you want to call it. This video has been highly requested, and I just have not gotten around to doing it, but today is the day. I'm finally filming this video. This has been requested for months now, and I'm finally doing it. My makeup routine is literally like not like a set makeup routine, because most people are like, oh, I do this every day. This is my everyday makeup, but I also do like things different daily. It just really depends on how I'm feeling that day. But today we're just gonna do the one that I'm feeling the most for today. So before we get started, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do is lotion. Now if I'm gonna do foundation that day, I will do this lotion, which I'll tell you guys about in a second. And then if I'm doing glotion, I will use this lotion. Today I'm doing foundations. I'm gonna use my favorite lotion of all time, which is Cetaphil. We use this one. We get a big tub of this because me and my mom use it, and it's always almost gone. And I literally, okay, so I don't put any clips or anything in my hair like most people do. I just put my hair behind my ears and just say it's good. I don't like using the clips because it bends my hair because my hair is so thin, and I don't like using those big like headbands. I'm not all about that. And I use a lot of lotion because my skin is so dry, and when I put makeup on, it like dries it out even more. So yeah, I do a lot, but it's just because my skin is so rough. Okay, now I usually just sit here and I let this dry a minute before I put on my foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna go on with foundation. I know a lot of people do concealer first and then foundation. I like doing foundation and then concealer. It's really just a preference, whatever you like doing best. Me, I'm personally a foundation and then concealer person. So I use two foundations. I use a lighter one and a darker one. There's actually a shade in between these two that's like my perfect shade, but they ended up getting rid of it. So now I have these two and I mix them, and it works. If I use this one, it's too dark. If I use just this one, it's too light. So I mix them. And I always start on, do you guys have like a certain side of your face you start on, or like a certain part of your face you start on? I always start on my right cheek first. I always start it right here, and then I go to my mouth and my nose, then I do this side, then I do my forehead, and then I do my neck. It's just like a pattern. Like that's just how I do it. I literally just realized I didn't even tell you guys what the foundation I'm using is. I'm so bad at this, guys. I'm literally not good at this at all. Anyways, the foundations that I use is the L'Oreal True Match, and it looks like this. And then this one is in the shade Into, and then this one is the shade C3. So yeah, those are the foundations I use. I totally forgot, I didn't even tell you guys what they were. First foundation is done. Now we're gonna move on to the second foundation, which is the darker one. And I literally just like kind of dot it on my face, so it's not like super dark, but it does add a little bit of color, because right now, as you can tell, my skin is just, it's so light. So I take a little bit of this, I put it on my beauty blender, and then I kind of just like dot it around my face. Foundation is done. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to use is concealer, and I also use L'Oreal True Match concealer. It's like this. And this one is Fair Light. It's in one. I literally just picked up the first one I saw. This is amazing. So I put this under my eyes, like in the corner. And I kind of just like drag it through a little bit. So it looks like this. I literally have nothing special to it. I don't try and make it look pretty because it's literally gonna get looked at in like 2 seconds. So it doesn't matter. And then I do it right here between my eyebrows. And that's where I put my concealer. I don't put it anywhere else. If I have spots, I'll put them there, which I do have a couple. I have one right here. And one right here. And one up here. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. that that is all blended, I'm going to take some powder and go over my face and my neck. And this is the powder that I use at the moment. I need some more powder. This is just the one that I've been using for like ever now, and yeah, I need more, okay? I know, I get that. I just haven't gone and gotten any, okay? This is what I'm using right now. It's MAC. This is the brush that I use for my powder. Okay, and powder's done. That's literally probably the most easiest part of my makeup routine is my powder. And next I'm gonna move on to bronzer. So I use two different things for my bronzer. I use a like stick bronzer and then powder. So the stick that I use is this. I got it for Christmas. I literally am gonna butcher this name so bad. I already know I am. It's like Kimuse, I think. I don't know, guys. Don't quote me on that. And then this I got like a long time ago, and it's just from Ulta. It's an Ulta Beauty palette, and it just has a bunch of different colors in it. And I use this one over here, as you can tell, the most. Okay, so for my bronzer, I use the stick first, and I just kind of go like right here, right underneath my cheekbone, and then I go on my forehead, down my nose, and then at my jawline, and that's about it. And I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, you're doing it wrong. I probably am, okay? I probably am. Okay, now that is blended out, I usually go in with the powder and I just go over those spots again just to kind of like set it with something. And I literally just take a tiny amount and just go over it. And then I take my brush and I just blend that out again. And there we go. Bronzer is done. And for blush, I kind of do the same thing that I do with my bronzer. I do a liquid blush and then I take and go over it with a powdered blush. So for my liquid blush, I'm using the Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade Happy. It's so freaking pink and it looks good, but I cannot use a lot. I have to use literally the tiniest amount. Like she's really pink, but so I just literally do like a dot and then a dot. And that's it. I use this brush right here and I just kind of like blend that up and down. I may have used too much today because it's like really pink, but it's fine. I can blend it out. I always mess up with this because some days I'll use the perfect amount and then some days I'll use like the wrong amount. And I always go over my nose with blush. I don't know why, I like it on my nose, give me a little bit of color. So we're gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out just a little bit so it's not like so pink. See, it looks so much better already. And now I'm going to take my powder blush, which I use the Kylie palette I got like years ago for Christmas, and this is in the shade Baddie on the Block. And then I take the same brush, take my powder, and then I just go over that a little bit just to kind of like set it. And then I blend that out. Okay, my next step is going to be highlighter. I'm going to take the same one that has the contour stick, and on the other end is a highlighter stick. So I use the highlighter stick first, and then like everything else, I use powdered highlighter after that. So this I literally just take right here and I just go up, same with this side, and then I do my nose, and then I do my inner corners. But I don't like doing my inner corners with this. I like doing it with the powder better because this kind of just cakes in the middle and I don't like it. So we're just going to put a little bit there, and I know it's like not a lot, but the powder that I have works so much better than this, but I use this because it kind of makes it like bright and you can see it. This stuff doesn't like to blend though. That's the one thing I don't like about it, is it does not like to blend. And then I take my powdered highlighter, which this is my favorite highlighter ever. It looks so good. It's the Revolution and it's in the shade Just My Type. I love this stuff. It's so freaking good. I use a lot of highlight, but I blend it out so it looks good. And then for my inner corners, I'm going to get a smaller brush. It's got like a pointed tip and it's just easy to get in my corners. and now we're just going to blend all of that out. Once again, that's I feel like all we do is just blend. Okay, for eyebrows, I use this brush. It has the eyebrow brush, and then it has this brush, which is just easy to fill in my eyebrows with. And then I fill in my eyebrows with powder. I use the James Charles palette. I use this one over here. So first thing I do is I brush them out. My eyebrows are like so annoying. Like, I just don't like my eyebrows. And then we're going to take some powder and just fill them in. And now for my next step is my eyelashes, which is my favorite part. I literally love mascara and I love doing my eyelashes, so let's move on to that. For my eyelashes, I use a bunch of different things. So first I use this Tarte primer, but it is the Opening Act Lash Primer. I use this. And then for my actual lashes, I'll use the Lash Paradise. This one is the waterproof mascara. Then I also have the Lash Paradise one that is not waterproof. I usually use the one that's not waterproof because it's easier to take off. I always make the weirdest face when I do my mascara, so just like don't mind that. Now we're gonna go in with my waterproof mascara. And now I take the other Lash Paradise one. This one's kind of dried out, but I like it like that. Like when it gets to the end where it's like almost out, because it's easier to do my bottom lashes with. Because if I use the waterproof one, it like for one does not come off, and it's harder to get to those lashes because they're smaller, and two, it gets everywhere. So it's just easier to use this one. See, I like to make up on the floor in front of my mirror because this mirror in front of me is so far away. I literally feel like I cannot see what I'm doing. I feel like I'm getting up close and personal with you guys. I'm sorry. We have one eye done and then one eye not done. So now we're gonna move on to the next eye, and we're gonna do that, and then I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so my mascara is now complete and done, and pretty much my makeup is done. But the last thing I do it like occasionally. I don't do it every day, but sometimes I do it. I use a little bit of lip gloss. This is the Revolution lip gloss, and it's actually so pretty. Like, I really love the color. Okay, and there we go. Lips are done, makeup is done. That is it, guys. It's literally nothing special, nothing that great. But yeah, that is this makeup look. This is my everyday, my natural makeup look. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!